sodium channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Azwan and I am the Operation Manager. Welcome to Globrite, where our customer satisfaction is our top priority. Recently, we faced a challenge. A customer received a defective lamp. This isn't about just fixing the problem, but also ensuring that this problem doesn't happen again. Let's dive into how our team resolved this problem.
Okay, good morning team. Thanks for joining on short notice. Actually, we've received a customer complaint about a flickering lamp. While it may seem like a minor issue, it could reflect larger quality or process concerns. So, let's break it down systematically. Adelia, you've spoken to the customer, right? Can you start us off with a summary?
Hi, I'm Adelia, a customer service representative. When I first answered the call, I could sense the frustration in the customer's voice. I know handling complaints can be challenging, but it is my job to turn that frustration into trust. So, I took a deep breath, listened closely to understand their concerns, and assured them that we resolved the issue. It's all about being empathic and finding solutions that make things right.
Yes. Okay, so the customer said that the lamp worked fine on the first night, but by the second night it started flickering. So they mentioned that they were concerned that it might be a quality issue. So I already apologized right away and we assured them that we replaced the product and explained that we look into why it happened. They seemed to appreciate that we took it seriously.
Okay, good work addressing their concerns probably, Adelia. Did they mention anything else? Like, for example, were they using lamp under normal conditions, or did they suggest anything unusual that might have caused the issue?
They didn't mention anything unusual. From what they described, it sounded like a regular usage, a desk lamp in the office home setup. So they were mostly worried about whether it was a defect that could happen again. Yeah.
Thank you, Adelia. Just to clarify, how was the customer's tone during the call? Were they sounded angry or more disappointed? Because, understanding their emotions will help us to tailor up our follow-up.
I think it was a mix. They sounded a little frustrated at first, but after they became more understanding. By the end, they seemed satisfied with how we were handling things.
Okay, well done. Addressing concerns quickly and professionally is key to maintaining trust. Now, let's move to quality. Ain, what have you discovered so far?
Hi, my name is Ain and I'm the Quality Assurance Specialist Officer of the company. I think that quality part can be quite tricky. While our log shows that there's no problem during the product change, I still want to dig deeper into this. So I test out a few lamps during this batch and found out that most of them have the same flickering patterns. I think this might be because of wiring issues.
Thank you, Zul. After hearing the issue, I ran a few tests on several lamps from the same batch. Unfortunately, I figured out that there are similar flickering issues in the same units. Based on my initial investigation, I suspect it's wiring defects. Seems the good news is to manifest only after some usage, but to make it harder to catch during the routine checks. I will need the customer defective unit written through analysis. So in the meantime, I strongly recommend that we pause the sales of this batch first.
That sounds really concerning, Ain. Do you have any sense of how widespread this issue might be? Are we right now looking at a few defective units, or could the whole batch be compromised?
It's hard to say definitely right now, but the defect could be isolated to the subsets of unit due to inconsistent manufacturing process. But without more data, we cannot rule out a broader issue.
Fair point. So until we're certain, let's put it on the side of caution. So Era, what measures can you put in place to ensure none of these defective units reach our customers?
Hi, I am Era and I am warehouse and inventory manager. So my job is to take care of the stocks and inventory in our company's warehouse. I take pride in maintaining our accurate inventory, but knowing a defective product reach a customer makes me uneasy. So this was a wake-up call to tighten our checks.
Okay, so for now, I have already flagged the entire batch in our system, and then I separate it from the active inventory. Then I also pull enough replacement units from a different batch, and I recheck those to ensure that they're defect-free. And now the flagged batch will stay on hold until Ain completes the investigation.
Hi, I am Elia, a shipping coordinator. Shipping isn't just about speed, it's about precision, attention to detail, and making sure everything gets where it needs to be right on time. When a customer needs a replacement, I see it as an opportunity to show them how much we care. By getting it out quickly and accurately, we are not just solving a problem. We are building trust and showing we are here for them.
Great, Era. As for my team, I will ship the replacement and unit today and include a prepared returnable for the customer. So Ain, I will coordinate with you to make sure the return lamp reach your team as quickly as possible for inspection.
That's perfect, Ellie. That defect unit will be critical for understanding the problems. So it will help us to pinpoint whether the wiring issues come from the material itself, assembly process, or something else.
Okay, excellent coordination so far, team. Sakina, let's talk about customer follow-up. What's your plan to ensure this customer feels confident in our brand moving forward?
Hi, I am Sakina and I am Customer Experience Specialist. Following up with customers is about more than resolving issues. It's about rebuilding trust. Offering something extra, like a discount, shows how much we value them.
Alright, so my plan for now is once the replacement is delivered, I will personally reach out to confirm that everything is working perfectly. And to show goodwill, I will offer them a discount code for their next purchase. And I will also use the opportunity to gather detailed feedback about their overall experience. Because by doing so, that will help us to understand how well we handle this situation and whether there's a room for the improvement.
Very good thinking. Addressing this proactively will show the customer that we care about their experience and satisfaction. So let's shift gear to prevention. Era, do you have suggestions for how we can avoid this happening in the future?
I think for now we need to strengthen our inspection process because that is really important. Specifically, we should implement random sampling for each batch, even if the initial test shows no issues. By doing this, we will allow us to catch hidden defects that might not be obvious during the standard checks.
I agree with Era. Additionally, we need to work with our supplier to ensure that they are performing structured quality control tests before shipping the component to us. We can also provide them detailed specification and example on what we expect to avoid the surprise.
That's a good point. But may I also suggest that any flagged batch undergo additional rounds of testing before it clear for sale? It might slow things down a bit, but I think it's worth it to prevent issues like this from recurring.
These are solid suggestions. So I would like you to work to work closely with Era and Elia to draft a revised quality control plan. Let's include stricter testing protocols, enhanced supplier requirements, and random back checks. I would like to have a draft ready by the end of the week so we can review it together.
Zul, should we also update our customer communication templates to include a process for handling issues like this? Because it will help them, it will help the team to provide more consistent responses in the future.
Great point, Sakina. So, Adelia, can you work with Sakina on updating those templates? Let's ensure they include clear steps for addressing product complaints and highlighting the actions we take to resolve them.
Absolutely. I'll draft something and review it with Kina to make sure it aligns with our tone and also approach.
All right, excellent. It's reassuring to see.
Stepping forward. Let's keep this momentum going and treat this incident as an opportunity to improve. So, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I think for now we are good to go, Zul.
Okay, thank you everyone. This was a productive discussion. Let's stay on top of our tasks and I'll see you in a few days for the next update. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Zul.
Thank you, Zul.
Thank you, Zul.
Okay, all right, team. Great work addressing the issue. Now let's quickly go over where we are now. Adele, how did the customer respond?
I called them this morning to let them know that the replacement was on the way and the return process. They seem really relieved and appreciate our quick action.
Yes, and as for me, I follow up with an email offering a discount code as we planned, and they were very happy with the gesture and said they would like to continue to shopping with us.
So as for my team, the defective lamp just arrived an hour ago. I already inspect it and confirmed the issue with the wiring. So I contact the supplier and they are investigating it further on their end.
Then, meanwhile, the flag batch is isolated in our inventory, and I have added extra checks for future shipments. And from now, we will make sure that nothing defective gets shipped.
Based on my team, the replacement lamp should reach the customer tomorrow. And I have also updated our records to prioritize faster replacements for cases like this in the future.
This is what I love about this team. Quick, coordinated action. But any ideas for how we can prevent something like this from happening again?
So I think we need a strict quality control from our supplier. I already start drafting a checklist for them to investigate further on this issue.
And from now on, we should implement random sampling on all incoming batches, even if the supplier's tests look fine.
May I suggest that we add a final inspection stage in the warehouse for flag batches, because it is better to be overly cautious about this.
Okay, perfect. Let's formalize these steps into a revised quality assurance plan. Ain, Era, and Elia, we will work on this together and share it by the end of the week. Great work, everyone. This was a challenging task, but we turned it into an opportunity to improve. Let's keep this momentum going.
Sure, thank you, though.
All right, we'll do, Zul.
Thank you, Zul, and thank you, everyone.
At Globright, every challenge is an opportunity to improve. Thanks to teamwork and a commitment to quality, we have resolved this issue and strengthened our processes. Cheers to letting out more life, one satisfied customer at a time.